welcome back to more Pokémon Emerald. So last time we basically went north of Marvel Town, and now we end up here at Route 113. I also talked about last time how there's like a lack of fire type Pokemon, but I did forget one family that pops up later in the game, so yeah, anyway. Here's a Spinder. So this is one of the new Pokemon I'm going to talk about, so let's actually get started, shall we? So Spinder is strange, very strange. It's a normal type, it has the own temper ability, which is actually an ability I quite like. It prevents Spinder from being confused, which is pretty cool. Let's see if we can catch it, why not? So it's a normal type, it learns a lot of moves. Its signature move, kind of, I don't know if it's not a signature move anymore, but I do associate it with this Pokemon a lot. That is Teardance, but anyway, it is distinguished by a pattern of spots that is always different. Its unsteady, tottering walk has the effect of fouling its foe's aim. And we're gonna put it in the box. So, there we go, Fungal. Hello, Haruka's carrot. I tried to catch a nice Pucha a while ago, but I got away. I should disappoint. Okay, bye. Anyway, so Teardance, it's a 100% accurate confusion move, but it also, in a double battle, it affects everyone, including Spinder's partner. So I guess that's where non-temper Pokemon will come in handy. It does get decent normal type moves, Double Edge and Thrash, I guess. It gets a lot of weird moves like Dizzy Punch, which confuses the opponent, and Psych Up. So yeah, a lot of weird stuff with Spinder. TM wise, it's pretty good. It does get decent coverage. It's fun walking through the volcano's ashes on the ground grass. You can see where you walked, it's really neat. Okay. And yeah, I want to use... Actually, I don't want to use Toadstool. Everyone's 25 now, so... Let's use Langstrom, Gabriel, Smiley, and Toadstool. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, guess why it's so cool around here? But yeah, it gets decent coverage, it gets Psychic Shadow Ball and Brick Break, so that's pretty cool. Tutor-wise, nothing like super stands out to me. Tutor-wise, it's not too bad though. It does get all the elemental punches, for example. But then, okay, first level egg moves, it does get Rock Slide, it gets Baton Pass, it gets Wish, so... Pew, that stinks. The volcanic ash blocks the sun, so it doesn't get very warm. That's good for me, I can't stand heat, alright. It gets a lot of weird moves. It also gets Encore and Assist as well. Encore's actually really good in this generation. But then, it gets kind of let down by the stats. Yeah, here's a Super Repel, that's very cool. I'm gonna stock up on those when I'm able to. And you got a Dull Bell here. Were you maybe in the middle of gathering volcanic ashes? Yeah, he pops up the ground. Thanks for finding me, but we start the battle. But it's let down by its stats. It only has 60 in every stat, and it doesn't evolve. So... There's another Pokemon coming up later that has 80 in all of its stats, and that Pokemon isn't considered very good either. So... yeah, so Spinder, it has a lot of type coverage, and it... so yeah, it has a lot of type coverage, and learns a lot of interesting moves, but yeah, it's kind of done by its stats, and also being a normal type, it doesn't really do anything interesting. But anyway, let's look at the other thing about Spinder. So... you may notice the two I caught are different. That's because Spinder's patterns are, well, I believe they're based on the personality value, and there's a lot of different Spinders. I think there's like millions or billions of different Spinders, which is crazy. Anyway. So yeah, that's Spinder. Kind of a strange Pokemon, but yeah. That's how it is. But anyway, Ruby and Sapphire players only have access to this Pokemon on this route. However, Emerald players can get it later on Route 111's desert. Sandshrew, obviously. I just knocked one out. Anyway. Yeah, we got being cleaning. I'll use my ninjutsu on you, Volcanic Ash Swole Cloak. Wait, it's already over? I had to fight this guy too. You wanna battle me even though I just called my Pokemon? So anyway, Sandslash. It has Sand Veil's ability, which is actually very annoying in a desert because it increases evasion. And also, it makes it so that you don't take sand damage if you're not a rock, ground, or steel type. It's gonna smite for this. But anyway, Sandshrew evolves into Sandslash at level 22, which is actually pretty early. If you're playing Emerald, you'll probably catch it and it'll just evolve. Let's see what else. So move-wise, unfortunately, Sandslash has it quite rough, because it really doesn't learn any good moves at level up. It gets slashed pretty early, but it doesn't get stabbed from it, and that's like its best move it learns at level up. Which is a shame. Later generations, it gets a lot better in terms of level up moves. TM-wise, it's pretty basic for a ground type. It gets Earthquake, of course. It gets some decent coverage and like some fighting moves, Iron Tail, stuff like that. But yeah, anyway. Tutor-wise, it's pretty simple too. And then finally, egg move-wise, it does have a lot of cool options actually, if you're able to get all of them. Which I don't think you will, but it gets Rock Slide, you can get Rock Slide, Sword Stance, and Crush Claw as some options. You'll happily win, even though it's only beat. Even Rapid Spin, which is pretty good for competitive and counter are options too. So yeah, if you're able to get a lot of those moves via breeding, it might be a pretty cool Pokemon. But yeah, the problem is, of course, yeah, you need to use the Earthquake TM on it, unlike some other ground type options, which is a shame, but anyway. In terms of stats, not too bad. It has 100 attack and 110 special, or defense, sorry. Its other stats aren't really that great. It only has 45 special attack, 55 special defense, 65 speed, 75 HP. So yeah, its physical stats are good, everything else is kind of mediocre, but it isn't like the slowest thing in the world, so yeah, not too bad, but yeah, it does get better later generations, even though it stands out less in later generations because it becomes less impressive, I'd say, but it does at least learn good moves at level up, so that's good. Like, it's in Black and White 2, and I remember that I learned a lot of good moves in that game, which is actually pretty nice. Anyway, you can also, instead of Sandslash, you find Slugma, or Sandshrew, sorry. You find Slugma instead, in Emerald. And then finally, both versions, rarely, 5% counter, get Skarmory. Skarmory's a great Pokemon, so let's talk about it again. So, it's a Steel Flying type with Keen Eye and Steady abilities. Its abilities aren't really that great, but what makes Skarmory so good is its typing and stats. It's a Steel Flying type which is only weak to Fire and Electric, and it resists quite a lot too. Something really good about its type is it works well with stats. But anyway, here's a Parasol. I use this Parasol to wall off this filthy, yucky Volcanic Ash for my dinner. Alright? So yeah, it has 140 defense, and no physical weaknesses. So it's actually really resilient on the physical side. Probably the best physical wall you get, because yeah, even though Aggron has more defense, it of course has some physical weaknesses. Half I'm exhausted. And Turtle types all weaknesses too. Yeah, sign on my Parasol, let me just redeem my Pokemon. So yeah, although Skarmory comes at the cost of being not as good offensively, because it only has 80 attack, it's not super slow at 70 speed. Its special defense is okay at 70 special defense, it has an okay 65 HP, and its special attack is only 40. So not really worth using. And yeah, we'll use Gabriel. Both of us, we collect ashes, we battle Pokemon too, so there's Tia. So let's talk about some other things about Skarmory. So yeah, it's like it can function as a tank, but yeah, it is definitely supposed to be a wall. There we go, Tempo. Which is actually a good counter to Spinda, but anyway. Level up wise, it does learn stealing for level up, which I guess is cool. Nothing else really actually no, it gets spikes. That's a cool move. Basically, I wouldn't say it's good in a playthrough, but yeah, it's definitely a very important move in competitive. Basically what it does is, you lay down some spikes on the opponent's field, and then when they switch in their Pokemon, they take damage. They won't take damage if they hover over the spikes, like a flying type, of course. But yeah, it's definitely one thing that makes Skarmory much better in this generation than the last one. And the last generation is still good. TM wise, it's a wall, so Toxic is a pretty good choice. Other than that, nothing like too interesting. We couldn't win, it's boring, so I'm gonna get some more Ashes. Aerial Ace is actually a good option because it doesn't really get any other flying type moves that good, except Fire Breeding, which I'll go into a little bit. Oh yeah, I want Langstrom in the front. Langstrom's close to evolution. But anyway. So, yeah. Tutor-wise, nothing too interesting. And now we go on to Yak moves. One of its X moves is Drill Peck, which is actually really good as a flying type move. I believe the Doduo line is how it gets that move, so yeah, that's something to maybe think about if you really want to use it. There's also Whirlwind, and if I remember correctly, Drill Peck and Whirlwind are legal together. So yeah. Although yeah, Whirlwind's definitely very good with spikes. Then I also get Sky Attack and Curse. Curse is cool if you want to make it more of an offensive tank. If you really want. Because yeah, that raises attack and defense for lowest speed, but Skarmory doesn't really care about speed that much. So yeah, Skarmory, if you want more of a wall, then yeah, it's a great choice. But Aggro might be actually better if you want a more offensive tank. Because yeah, it does have the higher attack stat, and I guess better coverage too. It does get Earthquakes, so yeah, that probably helps out a lot. Wow, today's technology is a wondrous thing. Take this volcanic ash here, it can be fashioned in glass. And that's important a little bit. From out of the ashes I leap. Yeah, I challenge thee. So isn't that a ninja kid, I believe? Ninja boy, sorry. He has a little coughing. So that's all the Pokemon in this route, and yeah, Skarmory is a pretty cool one. But yeah, there is a gimmick to this route, but yeah, we need to go into the house that's nearby to actually experience it. Anyway, we're gonna check out this dude's coughings. And yeah, it should be pretty easy. They have lower special defense, so yeah, that's where Gabriel's good confusion comes to play. And now it gets Psychic already. This is why I quite like the Roltz family. Because yeah, Psychic is no slouch. And then finally another coughing, I guess you could show Psychic. And there you go. That's gonna be a move that keeps forever, so yeah, that's how good it is. With honor I admit defeat. Yeehaw! Or yeah! Witness the ancient ninja technique of Pokémon registration. Nice one. So let's put Gabriel here. Yeah, like so. I should be using Toadstool now. Here's the Glass Workshop. Turn Volcanic Ash into glass items. It's fun to blow a glass flute while my boss is talking. Huff puff, puff puff. This area is covered in Volcanic Ash, Huff puff. I'm especially gifted with Huff puff. I make glass out of Volcanic Ash and make items Huff puff. Go collect ashes with this Huff puff. So you get the soot sack. Just take that soot sack and walk through paths of ash Huff puff, and it will fill up with the Volcanic Ash Huff puff. Once you think you've collected a good amount, come see me Huff puff. So yeah, the gimmick of this route is that if you walk through the grass, you collect Volcanic Ash with the soot sack, and you can use that to make items. Pretty good ones actually. There's a lot of furniture, but there's also the flute items. the flute items heal status elements and they can be reused. They're actually really useful. The yellow flute heals confusion, and then I believe it's the red flute heals infatuation. Infatuation actually can't be healed through items, other items. So yeah, that one's actually pretty cool to get. So I might think about maybe getting them, we'll see. Because there's also another good alternative to healing status elements, which I'll show off later. Here's TM32 Double Team. I hit TM. That raises evasion. I don't like using it because I think it's a bit cheap. The volcanic eruption is proof that the Earth is still alive. Alright. Aaron. Let's use the Mach Punch. And there you go. You're some kind of strong. Over here is the end of the route. We are about to enter full lava town. And why not battle them both at the same time? The warmth here is making me drowsy. Battle me so I can stay awake. Perfect, with these wings I can flick you away. Okay, so we have a Picnicker and a Birdkeeper. The Birdkeeper is actually kind of bad for Toadstool, so I'll probably switch him out. Her out, sorry. Instead we'll go to Gabriel because Gabriel has Shockwave for the Skarmory. That's also another reason it's good to have an electric type. You can take out Skarmory really easily, and it is a pretty tough Pokemon to take out without fire or electric, so yeah. Like I was just saying a little bit ago. And a Lombre. And his agility. Shockwave raises speed. We'll go for Shockwave, and we'll... actually, no, wait. I'll put Psychic here, then I'll go for Shockwave, and then I'll go for Wing Attack. Yes, Swift. Which doesn't do that much. We go for the Wing Attack, we'll take out the Lombre probably, there we go. And now Gabriel goes for Shockwave. And we almost take out the Skarmory. Skarmory doesn't evolve, but it really doesn't need to. Its stats are already in a very good place. I think Skarmory might be one of the first Pokemon we call where it's pretty good, even though it doesn't evolve. Anyway, and finally a Swallow. That's the evolved version of Taylor, of course. Also very good flying type. And we take it up with the Shockwave. This is a tree, I'm sure of it. Oh, what? And yeah, we still want Toadstool because your Toadstool is the lowest level. Now in full lava town, which also gets this nice music. So we're gonna rest up. And we'll go talk to some people. Hello. Oh, hello. You are... Okay, your name's Haruka. I can see that you're a trainer. So that means you use the Pokemon Store system to develop. How I arrived at that conclusion is a simple deductive process. You spoke to me because you wanted to access something on this PC. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Lynette. Honestly, I'm glad to meet you. It's great you're using the storage system. If you could, please visit me at my home. My house is on Route 114. Alright. I wonder what Poké looked like long ago. Maybe the fossil mayor at the edge of town will know. Alright. So yeah, we can use the PC again, but we actually know who uses the PC now. Although it's also someone's PC. Do I need to do that? I guess I can have a look. Maybe. Yeah, well, let's do it. I also have some items I would like to sell as well. So let's see. No, I don't want to put that away. I want to actually sell it. Black glasses. Okay, that should do. And yeah, like I said, I want the HP up. Okay, so... yeah, fully healed now, of course. Oh yeah, let's talk to the other people in there. I talked to that person, I don't think I talked to the old man. In the fields of Fall Over, we plant seedlings of hardy trees that thrive even in volcanic ash. Cool. Something's happening, I don't like it. I've seen shady characters wandering in and out of Professor Cosmo's house. Alright. Here is the battle tent for lava site. May the greatest teams gather. This is also level 30, so I wanna wait. That's the reason why I didn't go to the other one. You know how battle tents offer different events in different towns. My favorite is definitely the battle tent for Lava Town. I think it's fantastic how trainers try to win with all the faith in the Pokemon. I'm gonna make everyone think I'm just a kid and let them play down. Then I'll shock them and grab the title. Oh, you got... I'm heard something about some tent, so I came to camp out. I didn't know that tents these days are so luxurious. Since I'm here, I may as well try my hand at battling. And Scott the Skull is here. Hi Harakas, they came out to this battle tent. The people in these spots tend to be easygoing and laid back. But you see, what I'm looking for are people with, how should I say this? Someone bursting with the desire and the drive to win. If there were a trainer like that, I'd immediately... what's that, my keep okay. I think the rules of that one are pretty interesting. But anyway. Mood Tutor's house. So this is your use of the heart skills. I'm the Mood Tutor. I know all the moves that Pokemon learn, every one of them, and I can teach Pokemon those moves. I can teach Pokemon... I can teach a move to a Pokemon of yours if you like. I'll do it for a heart skill and cut these now. So yeah, this is the dude that helps a Pokemon relearn moves. Or gets some moves that it learns at level 1 basically. So yeah, pretty useful. Here's the Pokemon. There's a Skitty. And the shop. So Great Balls, Super Potion, Antidote, Paralyze Heal, Escape Route, Super Pill, X items, Dire Hair, and Godsmack. Alright, so let's get Super Pills. Let's buy 20 of them for now. And we could use some more Pokeballs too. Because yeah, I was running a little low on them. Anyway, let's organize the bag, because yeah, I want to put Super Pills near the front. And yeah, I want to sell some items too. I want to sell the HP up, because yeah, sells are a good amount, and the Nugget. And there you go. And let me take a little sip. I'm having a hard time deciding if I should make my Skitty evolve or not. I only had to use this moonstone, but it's so hard to decide. I can make her evolve become much stronger, but it'll look so different too. I want all sorts of things, but I used up my allowance. Wouldn't it be nice if there were a spell that made money appear when you waggle a finger? If you want, I could teach a Pokemon the move Metronome. Money won't appear, but your Pokemon waggle a finger, yes? Okay, so this move's weird. Basically, you use it, and then your Pokemon uses a random move. Definitely a very funny mood though. Look, I'll be here if you change your mind. This Nugget I found here, I suppose I'll have to sell it, seeing as how it has no other use. And we did exactly that. Over here is this house. Professor Kosa went off to Media Falls on Route 114 with some people from Team Magma. Well, that can't be good. That's his house. In the meteorite you can get another nugget, so you have more money. And that's it for Fall Lava Town. Pretty small town. Did I talk to you yet? Have you already challenged Flannery, the leader of Lava Gym? The girl's grandpa was famous. He was one of the Elite Four in the Poké League at one point. I wasn't surprised to see Flannery become a great trainer in her own right. Cool. Alright, so yeah, let's sell the nugget we just got. There you go. Now we have this person here. See, take a look. This Cypress is Zero. It's slick and sweet and plushy too. And there you go. whole other farm community with small gardens. So yeah, there we go. Here's over 114. Fossil Maniac's house. Fossils gratefully accepted. My brother's the fossil maniac. He's a nice guy who loves fossils. He loves digging holes too. He dug this hole by himself. You can add this, so you can dig holes just like my big brother. So we got TM28 dig. Not bad for coverage actually. Because ground type moves do help out a lot on some Pokemon. If you make a Pokemon dig inside a cave, you return to the entrance. Basically like an escape rope. Over here, I'm the fossil maniac. I'm a nice guy with fossils. You are a fossil, but the fossils around these spots all belong to me, none for you. You can't better go out a fossil. Look in the desert without boulders of sand that may hide fossils. So yeah, no fossil from him. So we're gonna have to search the desert, I guess. Okay, so let's fight you. I like to fish, but I also like to battle. If anyone challenges, I'm there, even when I'm fishing. Alright, done. So here's a Barboach. What a ground type actually, so pretty good type. Luckily I have a Toadstool. Let's go for Megatron. And we take it out. No problem. I like to battle, but doesn't mean I'm good at it. Alright, and over here, all my Pokemon does is roar. No one dares to come near me. If you would, please take this TM away. And we got TM 5 roar. Makes the opponent's Pokemon switch out into a random Pokemon. TM 5 contains roar. Roar sends Pokemon scurrying. And here's the Puchuna. So let's see. Me, I'm not just a pretty face. I like a big one, a huge one, I tell you. Okay, so what have we got? No Sleep and Barboach. Both good for Toadstool, but I guess the Langstrom could take out the No Sleep. So we'll go for Mega Terrain, we'll go for Wing Attack, that should be it. Although, Fake Out doesn't work. So we get the Wing Attack off. That's a good use in a focus. It prevents Fake Out from basically doing its job. Toadstool gets 17. Yeah, 26. And now we go for Mega Train and take out. And there you go. So we can defeat those two. That was a Q in the least. What was that about? Did I lose in size? We got energy powder. That it's a healing item, but with a catch. It heals 30 HP, but because it's bitter, the Pokemon likes you less. Technically, it could be used to make Frustration a better move, but it's much easier to make Return a better move than Frustration, to be honest. But anyway. I'll put Toast on the back as usual. I'll use Langstrom for this person. If we were fish, he wouldn't stand a chance against me, so bring on your Pokemon. A nice fair fight, I guess. Claude, he has a Magikarp. So here comes Langstrom. With the nice swing attack. We take it out. And now a Goldeen. So we go for wing attack on this. And there you go. 27 for Langstrom, very good. And a Barboach. Might as well try to take it out. And there you go. If we were fish, I would have won. Okay, so put Langstrom in the back now. Great ball, very nice. Now we've reached the grass. I think I'll fight that train in the next episode. So yeah, we made it to Full Arbor, explored a little bit. It is a pretty small town, but yeah. We also talked about the Pokemon Route 113, and also 113's a gimmick as well. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, next time I'll actually be talking about the new Pokemon on this route. There's a couple of them. And we're gonna see if we can figure out what Team Magma is up to. So I'll see you guys again for that.